So the other day, maybe about 3 or 4 days ago, I came across inside of this fitness group I'm a part of on Facebook, the profile of, well, not the profile, but a picture of a 58-year-old man who um, is a sprinter. I think he participates in those like open track meets that you can participate in, like masters level, of course, because he's 58. And I think it was like a maybe a 60-meter dash, I want to say. I think he said he did it in 8 seconds or something. I can't remember. But that in and of itself was impressive. Very impressive to me. In part because, of course, his age and the fact that he's interested in doing stuff like that. Um, but then also because the guy had a hip replacement like 4 years ago. So just think about that. So this guy obviously is interested in being very active as he ages and whatnot, doing something that most people think is just reserved for the kids. It's track season now, and I kind of help coach track, and I like the track sport. But yes, he's already doing something that people figure that is only for the kids. And then he had a hip replacement 4 years ago. So he said he's returning after 4 years ago having a hip replacement. He's glad to be doing what he loves or something like that. I'm always so glad when I see that kind of stuff because it really exposes excuses. Now, depending on who you are in this, watching this YouTube video, you may or may not have aspirations to be like an athlete, like in older age or whatever. If you don't, that's fine. If you do, that's fine. But the point that I'm making is this whole paradigm that we have that once you get older, once you get out of college or college age, that you pretty much settle down and stop moving and everything. You just sit down all day and eat, snacks and just gradually lose your health or whatever. Like that paradigm, there's no reason for us to hold on to that. We thought we had to do that because that's just kind of like the predominant way of thinking. But I want to challenge you, man. Like actually what that guy's doing is something that I've actually thought about doing a lot, like doing master's track. So I'm definitely not that old. I'm, about 20 years younger than that. But I know me personally, I'm the type of person, I desire to always be able to run or sprint, and jump and play basketball and all these different kind of things, hence me doing stuff like this every night or most nights. But we got to change our paradigm. Because see, a lot of people just, I think that a lot of us, without really thinking about it, we just kind of believe what we've seen, and the adults in our lives have just kind of like, they don't do anything. And I'm not dissing anybody, but they don't really do anything. And, there's this whole kind of mindset that's like, well, hey, you just, you when you get older, you just kind of lose it and everything falls down and you can't move like you used to and all this kind of stuff. But how about somebody sprinting at nearly 60 years old with a hip replacement? So that dude is old enough to be my dad and he's still sprinting. So, there's a Bible scripture, of course, if you're in the church, then you are familiar with it. If not, I'm glad to share it with you. It says, I'm kind of conflating with another scripture, but like all things are possible to him who believes. All things are possible to him who believes. And like, I think that being a Christian, I think that we kind of largely kind of made that quote religious instead of like really taking in at face value what was being said, what Jesus was saying. Like, all things are possible if you believe. Like, literally, basically, if you believe that something can happen, period, it can. So like, if continuing to play the sport that you love is something you want to do, then it's possible. It's possible. And so, or if go back to like what I always talk about, specific goals and stuff like that, weight loss goals, or I don't know, maybe, I don't know, whatever it is, some sort of exercise related goal or something like that. If you actually believe it's possible, then you can do it. Period. You can do it. And so I've been thinking about a lot of stuff today in relation to the mind. And if you really think about it, like all this health stuff, all this exercise stuff, it all starts here. It all starts there. And if you just really ponder, if you ever sit and just reflect, then it's very easily seen that a lot of times we just don't reach our goals, is simply because we don't believe it's possible. We don't believe it's possible. It's either that or we're just kind of like afraid of the work that it may take. But like a lot of times we just don't believe stuff is possible. And like I know I've literally heard people, oh, I can't do that. Those days are over for me. And you know what? That ends up being true, but it's not because it has to be. It's because that's what you believe. So like, look, if you're still listening at this point in this video, I want to challenge you to do something. So like, even me doing this stretching that I'm doing here now, I'm doing this because I believe I will be able to not only touch my feet in the standing hamstring stretch, but I'm believing to be able to palm the ground at 6'2", and I've never palmed the ground before. I'm believing I'll be able to do that, and so that's why I keep on showing up. But I want to challenge you, like, to for real, when you get off this video, I want you to take whatever it is, one of your health and fitness related goals. Like I said, it could be a weight loss goal. It could be a goal for you to get back on a tennis court or the basketball court. I want you to take that goal and just really think about it. I want you to think about whether or not you actually believe it, especially if you've started and stopped and started and stopped. But I want you to take that goal and really think about it. And I want you to actually begin to believe it. And so when I say believe it, like literally, begin to tell yourself that that's possible. And just ponder that thing. Ponder it, like open yourself up to the possibility of you really accomplishing it. One thing that I remember when I was younger, I remember people giving the suggestion that if you want to have a certain kind of aesthetic, like a look, get a picture of somebody who looks the way you want to look, and then even do something like take a picture of your head and put it on that person's body, so you can kind of even start to see it. Help yourself to conceive it. Because, these things, we really do believe whatever we're exposed to a lot. We do, for better or for worse. And so you might as well be like very intentional about using that fact to your advantage. Unfortunately, in today's world, we often use the fact that we believe what we're exposed to all the time. We unconsciously are influenced by that negatively a lot. You see it a lot with, news and whenever you're around negative people and stuff like that. But you need to use that to your advantage. Like, begin to kind of like really cultivate a belief in, whatever it is you're wanting to accomplish. And maybe I can do that with my stretching, like to to kind of watch stretching videos or really, really kind of sit and kind of think about what it looks like for me to be successful with my stretching. And as you see, I'm getting there. But anyhow, if you're gonna do that, if you're actually gonna take what I said and do it, I want to challenge you. Put a comment in the comment section and tell me what goal you're gonna visualize yourself as accomplishing, what belief you're gonna cultivate that's health and fitness related. Put it in the comment and then start working on it. Okay, but that's just for those of you who are still watching and who are actually serious about this thing. Because again, what fun is it to kind of keep on spinning your wheels all your life? It's no fun. We got things we need to accomplish, man. So anyway, y'all have a good day, man. As we get older, it becomes increasingly important to maintain and build muscle. Muscle helps you burn fat, stay mobile, and can contribute to longevity. However, many people have no idea how to work out to build muscle. My mini workout series on Patreon provides you with my bodyweight mini workout video library. These workouts use little to no equipment, which means that you can do them in the privacy of your own home. They start at beginner level and progress from there to ensure you continue to see results. Every workout is a full body workout, hitting chest, back, legs, and glutes, as well as other muscles in between. Become a patron today and receive access to my series of mini workouts, plus access to a digital copy of my book, 8 Weeks to Transform Your Diet and Your Health. By combining the workouts with healthy diet changes, as outlined in my book, you'll definitely be on your way to weight loss, improved health, and visible results. Join me at patreon.com/ShawnB2B Fitness today.